Earlier in the show, we highlighted the vehicles unveiled at the New York Auto Show, and one of the most significant to Canadians was the official unveiling of the Civic line from Honda. They include the base sedan and coupe, the SI versions of both, and a hybrid version. Well, that was all of the showbiz of the official launch of the Civic at the New York Auto Show. Well, we're now down the coast in Washington, D.C. This is FedEx Field, home of the Washington Redskins, where we get to test drive and showcase the 9th generation Honda Civic. And when you talk about Civic, especially in the Canadian marketplace, this is a very important car. It's been the #1 bestseller for 13 years in a row. And you look at the rich history all the way back to the early 70s with the Civic, Canadians have embraced this particular model. But Honda decided to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. They have success, #1 best-selling car in the country, so they've taken what is good about the Civic, they've updated it, modified it to make it a fresh and modern car.
Yeah, for 2012, completely redesigned obviously, but our idea was really to give customers the features they want at the price they want. So it's a very streamlined lineup as you saw today, but each of those trims really offers something unique for the customers. So at the LX trim and above, which accounts for most of our sales, items such as multi-information display, which you experience a 5-inch screen, very unique to the segment, plus Bluetooth, USB audio. All the technology is now standard on most Civics.
I like to think of the Civic really as the segment benchmark, obviously, but really the value leader within the segment for 2012. So it's always been, we like to think, tops in terms of quality, reliability, and those Honda strong suits. But for 2012, we really wanted to make the vehicle more accessible to that younger buyer. So throughout the lineup, as we discussed, more value, and through a new pricing structure, definitely more accessible to everyone.
There are many models including the base EX starting at $14,990, the very popular LX at $17,490, and the LX Coupe at $17,990. There'll be a hybrid with pricing still to come, and the SI sedan and coupe starting at $25,990 each. Honda was so secure in the handling and performance attributes of the latest Civic that they put several competitors in an autocross course for us to try back-to-back. The new Hyundai Elantra is serious competition on the sales front, as is the updated Corolla, and both got a workout. After driving at the limit of traction over several different surfaces, including a section of wet pavement, the handling characteristics of each car came out. The new Civic felt the lightest in terms of handling and definitely the most predictable. The car always felt in control even with the traction and stability control switched off. The Civic was easiest to bring back from the limit. The other cars felt rather unsettled in comparison. Honda's focus on making the latest Civic even more fun to drive is evident.
Well, obviously, the fact that we brought those vehicles here today just shows how confident we are in the overall quality of this vehicle. So the drivability we feel is best in class. Fuel efficiency has been dramatically improved, up to 12% on a lot of models. So really we took what we thought was the best car within the segment and really improved every element of the vehicle.
So Honda is calling this new 2012 Honda Civic an all-new car, but it really is a heavily refreshed Honda Civic. They didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. This has been the best-selling car in Canada for 13 years, and the previous car was an excellent model. They took the basic goodness of the Honda Civic from the last several years and enhanced and improved it. And I like that approach. And the reason is, if you've got a great product and a great selling product, don't overthink it, just make it better. And that's what they've done. The overall dimensions of the car are basically the same output from the 4-cylinder engine, same transmission configuration. The inside has been updated nicely to take what has already been a good design and improve on it. The driving dynamics are better because the car is lighter. They use a lot more of that high-strength, lighter steel. And also they decided not to change the transmission to a 6-speed unit because this one is lighter. And lighter means more efficient. And that's the whole optimization of this car. Optimize what they already had, make it better, make it more efficient and more fun to drive. The biggest update and the most attractive to any enthusiast is the SI. It gets a bigger 2.4-liter engine derived from the Acura TSX. With 201 horsepower and a larger displacement, the SI is no longer high-strung. It has even more handling and cornering ability due to improved suspension settings and bigger tires.
Only sold with a manual transmission, this new SI makes it even more fun to drive.
Well, it's great to have this rich history of Honda Civics displayed with this brand new model, because over 1.6 million of these cars have been sold to Canadians ever since the first model was introduced way back in the early 70s. So yes, there's lots of new competition from the Elantra, from the Chevy Cruze, the new Ford Focus, and even the Jetta, and there's perennial favorites like the Toyota Corolla and Mazda 3. But what the Honda Civic has going for it is that Honda has already won the hearts of so many Canadians with this car through the years. So this new vehicle is going to play into exactly what Canadians expect from Honda.
See how the new Civic stacks up to the competition. All the reviews are at drivingtelevision.com.